Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and in this one we're going to be building our very own DIY miniature greenhouse. As you can see, it is very complicated, so this will be taking probably more than just one video, but we'll see how far we get, and I'll see how many episodes I think this might take. You will almost certainly be hearing Pippin burbling away in the background. I think it's quite nice, so we'll just let him burble away as we open this up and see what's inside. Okay, so there was so much in the box, I've just had to empty everything out and we'll have to go through it just individually. So we have some, what looks like just clear glue. We have some, I assume, white tacky PVA glue. Then we have some what looks like potentially paint, I think. Everything's been sealed, which I approve of. I think that is possibly paint, but again, we'll find some instructions and see what that is. We have some black card. We have, instructions. Lovely. So this tells us exactly what we're doing. These are the plans for the actual building here, and it tells us what we need to paint and what we need to draw and what we need to do. So I'm going to pop that to one side so that's nice and safe, because we will be coming back to that for sure. Then we've got just a little card based on who for the actual manufacturer. Then we've got some elements to cut out in paper, and some more elements to cut out here, and more elements there. Then we have some bits and pieces. So we've got some tweezers, and we've got some beads, sort of things to make things like plant pots, etc. Some wooden components, some of the actual building materials, I think, to make the actual greenhouse itself. More elements there, and things like fabric and dried flowers in there. And then more wooden components, more elements. And right at the bottom there, it looks like we actually have a book of instructions. So here we are. It's called Kathy's Flower House. It is somewhere in one of those components. There will be electrical things, because there is actually an LED light in there, so it will light up. And excellent. It has a brief introduction. It has tools that we'll need. Looks like I need to get a few bits and pieces together. I have everything in there apart from a screwdriver, but I don't think I'll need that until later on. I think that's probably more for the LED aspect of it. And then it's a question of just putting things together as it says. So you've got tips for painting, tips for marking, putting things together. There, that's what it is. So liquid glue and white latex. So that is liquid glue, that is white latex, and that is, as I thought, paint or pigment. It says there is a brush included. I didn't see one, but I might have to just open up the bags and have a look properly for things in there. So what we'll probably do is I'll probably do it in elements, just go through it the way it says. I'll probably just pop this up out of sight of the camera, but in my sight, so we can see what we're doing. And just go through everything. It is very complicated from the looks of things. There are so many elements to put together and create, but I think this is going to be really fun to do. This is probably going to take quite a few weeks to actually complete. So I will do it in parts, and I think we'll probably do a couple of pieces per video. So in this video, because it is just the starter video and because it's already nearly 10 minutes long, or at least I've been recording for nearly 10 minutes, I'll probably edit it down a bit in post. I think what we'll do is I'll find the pieces and we'll just make the door. So I'll be right back once I have found the elements for the door. Okay, so I've got some bits and pieces together that I'm going to need, and we're going to make the door. Craft our first bit. So I've got my two parts of the door, and I have a piece of like a transparent acrylic that I need to lay over. So I'm going to just lay that on and make sure it fits for the first bit, which it does, because I had to cut this down myself. And then we're going to use some of the white latex glue, and I'll need to remove the seal there. And we need to basically stick that to that and then stick that one on top. So I'm just going to pop the glue on. And it's voiceover time. So I've actually cut out a lot of fiddling about with this door. I was having a lot of trouble with gluing it together. I'm not 100% sure that that white latex glue was working. So here I've switched to my own model glue to do the trellis, whilst I tried to leave the actual door itself to dry. But even after having let it dry, it was still sort of peeling apart. It wasn't until I put the handle in, which is what I'm making now, that it actually sort of held together a bit better. But even here you can see that the parts of the door are sort of peeling away from each other. I was feeling a bit despondent. It was the first element of this piece that I was doing and it wasn't working. So I was really starting to get despondent, but I decided I would carry on regardless, and I'm fitting the trellis. And then I cut out the garden sign for it and stick that on. You can see here I'm trying to press it down, trying to make the pieces stay together. I decided just to cut that out, attach it with the model glue, press it down firmly, and then I decided that I would just test the glue to see what I thought. So here I'm actually building the shelving unit, and I start it first with using the white latex glue, just to see how it holds. And you will quickly see that even though I'm applying the correct amount of glue, it's just not holding in any way, shape or form. So I then use my model glue and find that it holds it a lot better, a lot more sturdier. So that was just the quick introduction to this particular craft. In the next episode we'll do a few more bits and pieces, and we'll probably do a few more elements, and we'll see it come together. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I really hope you look forward to seeing the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I apologise for the clattering of my birds again. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.